I think what makes me different from other weight loss programs is that I actually believe that there is no one size fits all as far as weight loss goes, and that there is something out there for everybody. And what I do is I help people to find out actually what is the right approach for them before they start doing anything, so that they can get the absolute right approach for them from day one, rather than trying lots of different things and getting so far and then not getting anywhere. So I help people to find what it is that's right for them and then support them to actually stick to it right up until they reach their goal and beyond. I'm Claire Jones from YourOneLife Weight Loss Solutions. I developed a framework because what I've found is that there's not one thing, and there's, different people have different strengths and weaknesses, and lots of things going on in their lives. Everybody is different. So my framework concentrates on the 4 different main elements that I think get in the way. So, for example, the first element of my program is all around motivation and commitment, because obviously, if we want to lose weight, we need to want to do it. We need to have a reason why. So I spend time with people going through that in detail to try and get over any barriers that might be getting in the way of their motivation. And then other people might perhaps feel quite motivated, but they may be lacking in, say, belief in themselves. They might have tried so many times before to lose weight and not been able to do it, or been able to do it but put the weight back on. So they might have lost hope that they can do anything about it, and so they might be feeling quite motivated, but that old enemy of self-sabotage will keep rearing its head, because something is holding them back, because they don't really fully believe they can do it. And so the first opportunity that comes along for them to trip themselves up, that's what they'll do. So they won't put in 100% effort because they don't really believe that it's going to get them anywhere. So we work on that. We work on all of the different reasons people might be self-sabotaging. We work on, what is it that's getting in the way of their beliefs around losing weight. So they're sort of really 2 key areas that I come across. Another area that I find is really, really important to work on is the whole kind of ownership and responsibility. Because I think when we are focusing on external factors being the cause of our behaviour, we actually take a lot of the power away from ourselves. And so what happens is that we will always find an excuse as to why we can't do something. But when we actually recognise that we are responsible for what we do, it actually gives us the power back, because then we can make choices. We always have choices. We don't always realise that we have choices, but once we realise we've got those choices, then we can actually make better choices. So it's helping people to work through that and actually really realise and accept that responsibility for their behaviour. And it's hugely empowering when that happens. That suddenly people who for a long time didn't think they could do anything about their weight suddenly start getting results, because they're accepting the responsibility and then making those better choices. It's amazing to see that kind of mental transformation. It really is. And then the final thing that we work through is knowledge, skills and tools. That's the last part of my framework. And again, the reason why I cover this is because obviously, weight loss, there are so many elements to it, and it doesn't matter how motivated you are, how committed you are, how much belief you have in yourself, how much responsibility you're taking for your behaviour. If you haven't got the right knowledge and the right skills to employ through just day-to-day eating, so knowing what's in your food, knowing how many calories you're actually eating, because there is no getting away from it, we need a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. But it's actually, in the modern society, extremely difficult to get a calorie deficit sometimes with the types of foods that are around us. So by having more knowledge, more understanding, more awareness of what we're eating, what's in our food, what makes good quality food, and then having the skills to be able to deal with different situations that happen to us every day, we can start to overcome those roadblocks rather than them actually kind of derailing us. We can work around them, or smash straight through them with the right knowledge and skills. And there's so many tools out there to help us. So that's the final part of the framework, is I take people through things that are going to help them, and we look at people's personalities and their preferences and their lives, and look at, well, what are the right tools for them, what's going to work for them, because again, not everything suits everybody. One size definitely does not fit all. So we work through that to work out what is going to be right for each individual. And then once we've gone through the framework, we then work together on thinking, okay, so now that we know all of these things, what is going to be the right weight loss approach for you? Is it going to be one of the conventional programs that's out there? Or is it going to be simply working on habits? So, it's different things for different people. I'm not pro-diet, I'm not anti-diet. I believe that there is something out there for everybody. And, some people get extremely good results on diets. The key thing then is having a strategy for what do you do when you get to the end of the diet and you've lost the weight. And again, that's something that I work on with people.